Today we will take a look at Atom and the Cosmos blockchain and if it's worth investing into the coin right now. For this, we will find out how the technology of Cosmos works. Is it possible that Atom is going to be dumped on us by VCs that bought it tens of times cheaper than compared to today's prices? And what other earning opportunities there are in the Cosmos ecosystem right now? Cosmos can be seen as the internet of blockchains, which doesn't say a lot right now, actually anything, I know. But if you dig deeper into the Cosmos architecture, it's basically a set of programming tools and codebase that enables other developers to build their own blockchains or decentralized applications quickly and efficiently, thanks to the fact that they don't need to spend money and time on developing their own technological solutions, like for example the consensus mechanism or cross-chain interoperability and functionality. Instead, they can just use the ready-made tools of the ecosystem of Cosmos and focus on developing the project itself without bothering from the ground-on architectural design of the project. Thanks to this, the Cosmos ecosystem currently includes around 250 blockchains and decentralized applications. And by the way, some really cool DeFi earning applications and tools can be found in the Cosmos ecosystem, and a few of the best ones we're going to mention in this video. So keep on watching, and if you like this type of video content we're doing, if you enjoy it, please make sure to leave a like down below, write a comment so the video can go further up in the recommendations, more people can watch it, because it really matters to me, and if you do this, I will be really appreciating it. So thank you a lot, and we're moving on to Cosmos. So Cosmos solves the problem of blockchain interoperability, allowing for building customized networks that can interact with one another cross-chain. The advantage is obvious. Say we have, for example, two blockchains, Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain, and we can transfer assets from one blockchain to the other without like some kind of a bridge, which is a temporary crutch, and it limits us by liquidity, because the bridges have only so much liquidity in them, so we can transfer unlimited amount of funds, especially for high banks. And the need for such transfer might occur cross-chain, like for example when you want to go staking or farming an asset which is more profitable of doing so on another blockchain than where your current stablecoins or different coins are located at the moment. So you might consider moving the cross-chain to the better APYs. The Cosmos ecosystem has no such problem, since sending assets from one blockchain to the other is much way simpler. And here is how it happens technically. Independent but linked to each other blockchains called zones are created in the framework of Cosmos and are interconnected with the main Cosmos blockchain called the Cosmos Hub. This is achieved by the fact that each blockchain in Cosmos is built on the common framework called Tendermint BFT, which is used for building blockchains, and it's a solution that consolidates network layers and consensus layers into one engine, which allows developers to focus on developing their stuff, so their decentralized applications and blockchains, instead of working on the complicated basic consensus mechanism and protocol. The Tendermint BFT engine links up with the build app on it using a so-called socket protocol called Application Blockchain Interface, or in short ABCI, and this protocol can be incorporated basically into any coding language, which enables the other developers to choose the language that meets their blockchain or decentralized applications requirements needs at the best. And basically, complicated terms aside, Cosmos is actually a framework that interacts with all the other blockchains in its ecosystem, where developers can build their own functionality with any coding language and put it basically into the framework of the whole ecosystem like a plug into the socket. And actually the capacity of the blockchain of Cosmos is pretty impressive, about 10,000 transactions per second, which allows moving assets both very quickly within the blockchains built on Cosmos and across them, so cross-chain. Such cutting-edge technology makes the ecosystem very promising, but the irony or the funny thing is that at the current stage of the technical and market development and conditions, there's just no such demand for this functionality at this point of time. And more on this and what it means in the terms of basically our earning opportunities is coming a bit later in this video. Cosmos is a proof-of-stake blockchain, which means that anyone can earn coins, basically more atoms, by staking their crypto, as well as getting airdrops from fresh new projects. And everybody likes airdrops, right? So more on this in just a minute. As for the consensus mechanism, it's important to define a few concepts, or basically ground lines here, baselines. Cosmos is not a blockchain on itself, but a set of tools and programming languages for developing new blockchains on its base. And the Cosmos Hub is actually the first proof-of-stake blockchain that works as a set of validators between the zones, which are other blockchains built on Cosmos. And the Cosmos Hub has also a register of all the assets in the zones, while also making it possible for other subsequent zones to interact cross-chain through through the basically inter-blockchain communication protocol called IBC. The consensus algorithm of Cosmos has a few layers, like basically a burger. There is a common Cosmos Hubs consensus and the consensus of the separate blockchains built on top of it. This means that the Cosmos Hub is responsible for cross-chain transaction security and that they work, and each individual blockchain has its own consensus as well as other individual validators and other coins for staking on the blockchain responsible for its security. So basically, you stake Atom for keeping the interchain security alive, and the work on all the blockchains, independent blockchains built on top of Cosmos, is being handled by their own validators with their own coins. So in order to maintain the blockchain's safety, Atom as the cryptocurrency is being staked, and having reached a certain quantity of coins, one can start their own node and participate in creating blocks and governance. And there is an active set of validators in the blockchain consisting of 150 nodes ranked by the quantity of their coins they own within their node and stake within the node. And these basically validators most commonly are big exchangers or major exchanges and VC funds, and there's no way actually getting up there with an ordinary retail investor's balance. Nonetheless, we can stake our coins in favor of any validator of our choice and get a proportional part of the node's reward or earnings, which helps the node, first of all, move higher in the active validators rating and gives us the opportunity to earn. Well, and for the Cosmos blockchain or the Cosmos Hub blockchain or the interoperability of other blockchains, this means higher security due to more coins basically staked in the algorithm of proof of stake, which actually makes the security of the blockchain. So it's basically definitely a win-win-win situation for everyone. Right now, the annual income from staking on Atom is about 18% interest rate in the form of Atom tokens. So the more Atom we stake, the more Atom we're getting back. But we should also remember that the coin model of the blockchain is inflationary, meaning that the tokens are printed or minted in order to reward the validators of the blockchain. And the inflation is floating somewhere between 7 or 20% annually based on the staking rewards. And it's up to the basically nodes to governance and to vote on how much the inflation of the blockchain and also the rewards are being, how high they will be in the future. And with that to say, the supply of the blockchain, of the coins on the blockchain, is growing with each year. But the same can be also said about like 99% of other proof of stake blockchains. So if you're holding Atom long term, it makes sense to stake it. You can do it directly with the Kepler wallet, the wallet I use for all my transactions between the Cosmos blockchains, and you can also connect the Kepler wallet with your Ledger device in order to secure your transactions and basically your coins even more. Other than token rewards, staking can also give you airdrops from new projects that are basically released or related to Cosmos. Some really cool examples are Osmosis token airdrop, Juno airdrop, Persistence 1 airdrop, and SwiftChain airdrops that happened before in the past. In more precise or monetary terms, those who are staking about 100 Atom tokens on the blockchain have got about 629 Osmosis tokens. And now, one Osmosis token is about $1, but at its all-time highs, it was about $10 to $11. And at this time, when Osmosis was $11, Atom was trading at around $35 or $40, meaning that the rewards from top tier projects giving out their airdrops are pretty sweet. And also, like I said before, since individual blockchains or applications have their own proof of stake consensus, you can also stake their tokens that were being airdropped to you as well. And the staking reward is right now at about 27% annual interest rate, so 27% APR for staking Osmosis tokens. Another example was the Juno airdrop. Its stakeholders of Atom received tokens 1-to-1. So for one Atom, you got one Juno, and at their highest, the Juno tokens were about $40, and now they're trading at around $3. But still, it's very good rewards out of thin air for just staking your tokens. Besides the staking rewards, getting some additional tokens you can sell later. So we've sorted out the Cosmos technology, and now let's see how much sense it makes to buy the Atom coins or tokens right now, and how many unlocks there are left from the VC funds, and what extra earning opportunities the Cosmos ecosystem offers to its token holders. It's no secret that any ecosystem on any blockchain is built out of 3 different levels of adoption. First of all, it's the blockchain architecture, which is the main frame, which allows you basically to use the blockchain or for the blockchain to be existent. Second one is the DeFi architecture, which is like a set of paths and highways within the blockchain, which allows you trading and lending crypto. And finally, there are DApps as the third party, which are basically bringing out the demand of using the blockchain, and why the common user or the normal user is actually going onto the blockchain for using it as an end case. STEPN on Solana is a good example for this. So people who were entering STEPN, they didn't care at all about Solana, their architecture, the technology, or the DEXs they were using, because unintentionally, hundreds of thousands literally of new people poured onto the blockchain infrastructure by using the STEPN app. So their end goal was using the app, not basically going onto Solana and using their DEXs because they were cool. This was not the main motivation. The main motivation was the end app, which was driving the people to using the blockchain. And the big portion of such apps is basically the ultimate goal for any long-term project or blockchain. And unfortunately, Cosmos does not have that third level of adoption or decentralized applications right yet. I can't think actually of any end-user app that someone I know uses or I personally use on Cosmos, and that's what I actually meant when saying that today the Cosmos technology is in very long demand among different developers, because you could build a very cool DApp on basically Polygon, Solana, Binance Smart Chain, and so on, and not bother with the extra features of Atom or Cosmos, because today they're just not required or not needed for the stable work or monetization of a project, of a decentralized applications. But in 1 or 2 or 3 years from now on, though, the complexity and the demands for different decentralized applications and the resources for computing those applications might grow a lot. And the older blockchains functionality, like the same Solana, basically Ethereum, Polygon, and Binance Smart Chain, might just not be enough. And this would be the time when Cosmos and its direct competitor or lookalike blockchain Polkadot will have all the chances to take the center of the stage. Having that said, right now on Atom or Cosmos, the DeFi infrastructure is actually growing day by day, and there are a few projects for farming and staking that we can already use with actually quite good APRs. And now you can, for example, play around with the Osmosis, a DEX connected to the Cosmos Hub, and here you can first of all exchange coins, farm and stake your cryptocurrency, and the TVL here, total value locked, is about $160 million, which is pretty impressive for a new blockchain, but compared to Ethereum, it's just 2.2% of the basically TVL of Uniswap. So there's plenty of room to grow for Osmosis as basically the Cosmos DEX. Now, unless you're afraid of unexpected scam or Atom and all the other tokens in the Cosmos ecosystem going to zero, you could farm Atom and its top projects on Osmosis. The interest rate isn't bad right here. It's about 20 to 50% annual rates along with the token pair of Atom plus another project. And these pools are not good for farming, for example, Bitcoin or Ethereum and other liquid coins, since trading and therefore basically commissions or the fees which are being paid by the traders, they're non-existent here. So nobody trades right now Bitcoin or Ethereum on Cosmos blockchain, and this is why there is no good APR on basically on Cosmos. But if you want to farm Atom or Osmosis and other tokens, this is the place to do so. Another interesting DeFi projects on Atom is, for example, Juno. It's not something you can use right now as an end user, but something you can hold and hope for extra rewards for doing so. You might view it as a fully compatible network of smart contracts built on the Cosmos SDK. And this project gives the developers which want to build on it even more tools for launching decentralized applications built on it, and also on the Cosmos ecosystem. And this project is mentioning because you might receive an airdrops for staking Juno tokens. Basically, there is a really high probability and chance. And a couple of really known airdrops from the past include, for example, the Neda airdrop. They gave away around $30,000 for staking about 25 Juno coins and participating in at least one on-chain governance voting. And another example, it's quite lower, but it's still really good. Fortis gave away around $900 for staking at least 0.1 Juno. And the other drops weren't so juicy, so impressive, so don't specifically chase them. But if you're holding this project, Juno, in your portfolio, you might as well consider staking it. And here's basically right now a screenshot or a chart of the minimal stake size you want to have for being eligible for airdrops. Basically, it's relevant for Osmosis, Juno, Cosmos, or Atom itself. And in most cases, 30 coins of each project would be enough, but sometimes with Osmosis, you might consider having like about 100 tokens or 100 coins and to be included in all the airdrops, at least of what the past is telling us right now. Other than this, there are actually no more other decentralized applications you could put your hands on practical use at the moment within the Cosmos ecosystem if you're not a developer and you want to develop something. I mean, from the standpoint of an end user like me and probably you watching. And right now everything is in development, and it may take another couple of years, maybe 2 or 3 years passing by before these applications, which will be the driver for use of Cosmos ecosystem, will be ready. And we'll have to wait, I guess, until the next bull run, and this will be quite a good time for the projects to launch. So one thing you should do right now is research some of the top Cosmos, basically architecture blockchains and decentralized applications that are very likely, in your opinion, to basically become the foundation for the next generation decentralized applications, because these will be probably the coins that will shoot out in the next bull run. If you want me to go through more architectural dApps in Cosmos, which we could invest in the coming future, just write down, feel free to write it in the comments, and if I see enough interest there, I'll definitely do another video about it, because your comments are actually really helping the YouTube algorithm to move the video upwards. So if you'll do this, I will really appreciate it, and you'll get another really cool, awesome video about the Cosmos ecosystem, not just about the Atom token and the Cosmos itself. So having said this, let's move on onto the actual tokenomics of Cosmos, where we will find out if we should be buying the Atom coin right now, and what the chances are that we can become someone's exit liquidity. So having said this, let's talk about the Atom coin for a moment. So this is the chart, how it looks like right now for the Atom. Let me just zoom it in a little bit. Basically, this is the all-time price from when Atom just started trading right here back in March 2019. Then we had its all-time highs at about $44 in September 2021, and now the price has fallen from its all-time highs by about 75 to 80%, which is quite a lot, but not that much that altcoins typically fall during the bear season. So we can see some future drops in price even further. So basically the most accumulation between different high bank people was around this zone, so between $2 and $6 for the price of Atom. And right now Atom was falling again to $6. Now it's being traded at about $10. So from its recent lows, it has made about 60% gains right now. So of course we did have a good chance to buy the Atom here if anybody managed it, but if you did make it, don't be upset, because I think the market in the 2 years of coming bear cycle will give us a lot of opportunities to basically get the coin at really good prices. So basically what we have here is about 75 to 80% dip from its all-time highs if we are talking about Atom, and it has grown already from the floor to by about 60 to 65%. What does this mean? How probable is it that big VCs, people who are buying the Atom in ICO, because Atom had ICO in 2017, are going to dump on us right now? So just keep in mind the chart. Basically, the highest prices were in about end of 2021 and the beginning of 2022. This is when you would be making the most gains if you had a lot or a bunch of Atom tokens, or actually any amount of Atom tokens. This was when you could sell it for the highest price. So right now, the returns from the ICO for the basically early participants are about 92x's, so 9,200% more if anybody would have bought basically $1 of Atom back then. Now at these prices, even after the dip, they can still sell it off for 90% more. So would they do this? Look, just have a look at how I'm thinking about this. We've got the supply and the unlock shadow, so basically the liquid supply curve. This means how many tokens are entering the market with basically each tranche, or when the VC funds and when the team is going to get the tokens. 80% of the tokens is going to VCs, 20% of the Atom tokens or coins is going to the team. And we can see the unlocks here. Don't be mistaken by this funny looking red thing, because it will be continuous, because as I said in the middle and beginning of the video, Atom and Cosmos is an inflationary blockchain, meaning that every year more and more tokens will be printed. So right here, this won't end. These are actually the tokens that the miners are getting. This was why the blockchain is inflationary. But already at the beginning of 2022, all the tokens were in the market. So the tokens of basically strategic and early adopters, private contributors or public contributors, and the teams right down below. So from this point of time, anybody willing to sell could have sold at these prices. So it's the beginning of 2021, and basically beginning of 2021, everybody could have sold their tokens right here for 10 times more than what they're worth right now, and of course even more, even higher right here. So only, I guess, the stupid, somebody stupid wouldn't have done it and still keep holding on to the token. So all the people who had bought the token, or most of them in the beginning and the ICO, they have already basically sold out these tokens, promising that they will be worth even more. And now their job is to buy them back, because you want to repeat this stuff again, right? You've bought really cheap, not even here. You bought like here. You sold a big portion of your portfolio here. Now you're basically accumulating from the people that were being misled by promises that Atom was going to hit $100, $200, yeah, $500. Basically, who were buying here, now they're upset. They're selling off to the same basically VCs and funds that have sold here. Now the VCs are buying back, and this might be the zone where we will have the potential really good lows or entry points for the longer future. I'm not talking about 1 month, even half year. For me, it's interesting what the price is going to look like in 2 to 3 years. And I think that buying right here and even right here, and if we have the chance to buy lower, this potentially even now will be super awesome prices for the next bull run, because as we know, crypto always beats its previous all-time high, at least what's going for the fundamental coins. For me, Atom is a fundamental project, so I have a really good bet on this one. Nevertheless, right now it's being traded at about how much? $9. In the worst case scenario, we can go to $5 or $6, as in right here. And in the more worst case scenario, we can go back to here at about $1.50 or $2 even for Atom price. So DCA, dollar cost average, buy a part of the coins now if you like the project, but also keep in mind that basically it's quite unlikely that we've hit the low, but even not hitting the low, these prices for the longer future are really good. Personally, and this is no investment advice at all, have been accumulating Atom really long term. I'm not trying to actually catch the bottom, because no one knows where the bottom will be. Not even I, nobody actually knows. No predictions here on this channel. So I'm trying basically to get a good medium price. Basically buy Atom for $15, buy Atom for $8, get a sweet $10 price and average, cost average, and this will be good long term. So in the midterm, yes, we probably could see or buy the coin for less, for a better price. But long term, this is still a very good entry price. So last time I bought it personally, the coin was about $8. I couldn't catch the price at $6, so I didn't manage it there. But nevertheless, $8 is an awesome price. And now basically me and our team are waiting until we'll have the opportunity to buy another sweet spot, maybe in a few months, maybe half a year, maybe more. But for those basically wanting to buy it, again, you could do so right now as well. Just DCA, $10 is still a good price, $9 is a good price. Again, long term. I don't know what will happen in 1 year and half a year, but I'm pretty sure, and our team is pretty sure, that in 2 to 3 years, the coin will do really good. Or it's a scam. One of two. So once again, that's what I see from where I'm standing, and it's again only my opinion. I'm not giving out any recommendation or any investment advice at all, and everyone has to make their own decisions with a clear understanding of why they're buying an asset and when they're willing to sell the asset. So basically what gains are okay from them, and having dealt with the price of whether you should buy the coin or not, for me, I think this price right now is totally acceptable in the long term. Let's just bring up some good news and future updates that are expected from the Cosmos ecosystem in the future. As for Cosmos and its evolution, if you may say this word here, some major decentralized apps are slowly transitioning to Cosmos. As an example, DYDX announced that they're going to build their token and functionality on Cosmos, their fourth version of the platform. And DYDX is a decentralized protocol for trading assets, and it has a TVL of over $500 million, so $500 million. It's not the biggest DEX, as you can say, or decentralized trading platform, but really far from being small. So it's basically a giant player in the crypto ecosystem, coming originally from Ethereum. And another important piece of news is the V9 Llama Lambda upgrade planned for at the end of the year in the Cosmos hub or Cosmos ecosystem blockchain. This upgrade will actually add IBC cross-chain validation feature, which will allow Cosmos-based blockchains to use the Cosmos Hub consensus, a common consensus, shared consensus, where Atom tokens are staked, and to be able, basically, the developers of their own blockchains on Atom will be able to use the consensus of Cosmos Hub to transfer this consensus to their own blockchain, and this way basically use Atom for the blockchain security rather than their own tokens as it happens right now. This will actually increase the demand for Atom, and it will also boost the ecosystem security quite a lot. I mean, from the separate blockchains built on Cosmos, because right now the protocols might be exposed to the 51% attack, where the attacker gets to own the critical mass of tokens or buys them cheaper than the basically the price of the tokens or the coins which are locked in a DeFi protocol on Cosmos. And Osmosis is an example for this. Like, you need about 130 or $140 million to buy enough Osmosis tokens to do the 51% attack, but there are about $160 million TVL here. But still, the opportunity is there, and basically introducing the V9 Lambda, the shared consensus protocol for the whole Cosmos ecosystem, will definitely send an end to these opportunities, because just the chance of doing the 51% attack will be much lower, because basically you need to buy the Atom tokens then. So if you did manage to buy Atom at the recent dip at its lowest, like about $6.50, just like I did, don't worry, because the market will probably give out a lot of opportunities to do so in the future, but also just think about the long term and the cost average of what you're buying your Atom for, because if Atom and everything in the blockchain works really good, then basically we will go way past the previous highs of the coin price, way past $44 and stuff like this. So basically just average in and everything will be alright. And with this being said, I really hope you enjoyed the video, I really hope you liked it and it was interesting for you, and we will see each other in the next videos. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.